Hello, my Artastic friends. This is Donna with My Artastic Life, and I'm here to share my latest junk journal with you. This junk journal was created for a swap over at Junk Journal Junkies. It is a vintage theme journal. I usually start with my pages and embellish all of them and have them completed before I begin my cover, but this one was a little bit different. I actually had a dream about my cover and it just came to me. This is the way it wanted to be made, so that's what I did. I've taken some doilies that I cut out with my Martha Stewart punch here, and this is one that I purchased probably from the dollar store in the background that I sprayed with some Lindy's, and I decoupaged them over pink tissue paper that had a slight sparkle in it that was gifted to me through one of my dear friends out there who've swapped with me before, and I'm sorry I can't remember. I want to say it was Rita Donnelly who might have sent this the tissue paper. I've added a bird cage here with some sari ribbon tied to the top. Pretty little bird stamp or sticker. And I've taken the dyed seam binding here, and that is my closure. It's another chunky monkey. It's connected to this button here that is tied to a butterfly on the inside, and I have a little envelope here, and inside the envelope I've done some of the Stampin' Up! Punch tabs just in some of the papers and things that I've used, and my partner can use them on something else or use them in this journal. Added some lace trim both here and here. And I think I mentioned it, but it's created with a 6x9 envelope. I've sewn in my 2 signatures. Each signature has 20 pages. And we'll just open up and do a quick flip through. Everything has been sealed with Mod Podge. Have a cute little tuck here. It's a banner with kind of a tuck envelope that goes all the way up to the top and down. I'm just going to take this one out to show you some other tuck spots. Another tuck spot with a tag that just says Believe. Now all of my papers have been tea dyed and coffee dyed. I have sprayed some of them with some Lindy's to give them a pretty sheen and sparkle. I've done some stamping in the book. Added some trims to some of the pages. This one says everything happens for a reason, and I started out making this tag and I stamped a dragonfly and it didn't come out right, so I took this butterfly sticker and put over it and had to stamp everything happens for a reason, because it does. At least it comes out. The backs are just blank on these. This little banner I created, it says fly, and it says until you spread your wings you have no idea how far you'll fly. Just some coffee dyed paper. This is sprayed with Lindy's, and this is parchment paper. It's actually the parchment paper I lay over the cookie pan or cookie sheet when I tea dyed my papers in the oven, and I really liked the stripes that came out in it, and so then I sprayed it with some Lindy's. I believe it was silver. I forget the name of it. I'll have to look at a later date. If you want to know, feel free to leave a comment and I will post what spray I actually used. This was from a printable on Pinterest. Or actually, no, I take that back. This is one of the kits I've bought. And I'm not 100% sure which kit it was. It may, I'm not sure. I'll have to look that one up as well. And Make-A-Wish. Added some lace trim to this. I kind of liked it. For some reason, it just reminded me of part of the sleeve on the little hand that's coming out writing. I drew my own lines in to journal on this page. May all your dreams come true. Another place to journal and a spot to place a picture. This was a library pocket. It is, I want to say, a Sizzix die that I have. And I just have a piece of white cardstock in here that my partner can stamp on. I may put something, or not stamp, but write on. I may put something else in there. I want to create a little book or something to put in there before I ship it out. A little envelope that I made with a bee embossed on it in gold. There's nothing in the envelope, but in the back it's a little tuck spot, and it says "Be confident." And that was a free download off of Pinterest. And I'll make sure I put some of these in the links, those that I remember. Little tuck spot. Now I can use that one I pulled out. And plenty of room to journal on. This is one of the, this was sent to me by Rita, but I actually have this die, and I believe it's jelly. Oh my gosh, my mind pulls a blank every time I record, so I apologize. I'll put that in as well. I know many of you are familiar with it. Liked the paper, and the theme of this is really kind of a garden theme with wings. It's birds, butterflies, bees, dragonflies. This one says, "A dream is a wish your heart makes." Has a couple little dragon or butterflies on it. It's been a long day, so forgive me if I'm not talking right. This is I want to say Sizzix die cut frame. And I left it open so my partner can put a picture or something under, and then they can just glue it down. They're done. Bird, this was a punch that I have, or a die. No, I take that back. It is another die cut that I added on there. Some cheap stained papers. This is was from a paper pad. I believe this was the this was from one of my paper pads. I know it's full of butterflies, and I can't, Monarch. It might be the Monarch pad, and I just cut it out, fussy cut it, and created a tuck spot with it. And I took another one of those butterfly stickers that I had and placed on the back of this tag, and this is just a place for journaling. The journal tag actually came from, along with these little circles, came from a free Pinterest download, and I'll get the blog spot where to go to get these. And I just printed it out on manila cardstock and inked up the edges on the back side. Another tuck spot with a butterfly. And second side to this. This one's also a little tuck spot. And this is more of that Monarch or butterfly paper pad that I have. It's really pretty. In fact, all of these came off of one sheet of paper. All these images. Tag I stamped. Most of the tags I have, the backs are blank. My partner can write on the back. This is just a little fold up here. This is an image that I printed out, and it came from that same, let's see, it's part of this collection right here with this butterfly. And it was really pretty. I printed it out on photo paper, and I sewed around a piece of burlap and created a pocket. And this one is just together. You and me, lonely no more, with another inseparable, in harmony, in sync. Other side of the paper, the parchment paper. This is a punch I have, or a die cut I have. This is Smile Every Day. Another little tuck spot I've created. Some stamping. I have a hard time leaving pages blank, but sometimes I do. I try to leave a couple completely blank so my partner can do what they want, but a little tuck spot. This is Shabby Birdie, and I believe this comes from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. And it was the ATC set. Another stamp. This one's created a small tuck here. There's another one of the Shabby Birdie cards. And I've just put a little paper clip up there. And this is the beginning of my second signature. If nothing ever changed, there would be no butterflies. Now, I created this image myself using PicMonkey. If you're not familiar with PicMonkey, go check it out. They have a lot of stuff you can do for free, and then there's an upgraded service. I believe it's only $4.99 a month. And you can do a lot more with it. So you can change your own images. I've been really happy with them. I've used them for a few years now. So just inspire, to cause or create new ideas, fresh thought, to influence, to motivate one to action. Another tuck spot I've created. This one says Dream. I believe that's a Tim Holtz stamp that I had, but I really like how I sprayed this one with tea out of a bottle, and then just started drying it really quick with my heat gun, and I just love the way it turned out. And some more trim on the edges. This is another piece of, actually this is deli paper. It's not the parchment, not the same thing. And I stamped these butterflies. It's a Stampin' Up! Stamp. And then I took some Perfect Pearls and just kind of colored them in so it gave it that iridescent. And the background is sprayed with Lindy's. It just kind of shows through it. I love the sound of that. This one, I took one of those doilies that I punched out with the Martha Stewart punch, but I used craft paper, and I set it on there and baked it when I coffee dyed this page, and it left a pink impression from the craft paper. I fell in love with it. I thought that was awesome. So, I don't know if you can see that very well. This is just an embellishment that I created using one of the metal pieces from Butterbee Scraps. This was I don't know if it's Tim Holtz or Paper Studio, but they have, this one says Faith. I have another that says Dream, and it's just stuck together with a brad. I used my banner punch from Stampin' Up! To create the banners, and it creates a little tuck spot. This is dragonfly that I colored, and it's a die cut that I have. It's a die and emboss. And I just have a blank tag in this one. Another one of those frames that I've left partially unglued, so my swap partner can put a picture in there if they like. Live well, laugh often, love much. Another page, I believe this was a Pinterest picture, and then I drew my own lines in to create the journaling space. And that's just glued down all the way. This is a fold-out page, and I've embossed the both sides of the. I want to say this is a Martha Stewart punch, edge punch that I did this with, and just to make it a little sturdier, I've embossed both sides. This is another little pocket I've created. And that was done on that photo paper, and I sewed around it. This was another Etsy purchase. The postcards, it's a whole sheet of postcards that you get. Another pocket that I've created for tuck. This is a Spellbinders die that I used to cut that out. And I think I might have had a little rip in the paper or something was going on here, and I put the washi tape over it, but I don't think it looks bad. I think it came together quite nice. Create to produce through artistic imaginative effort, create and inspire to make your own. Another little area of it, tuck spot. This one says dream, and I don't know if you can really see it, but I did emboss some feathers here. It's very light. Another little pocket here, and you also have a tuck up here. And this is the other side. Creates another tuck. Have another little pocket here. This is a double pocket that I've created. And I really liked this paper. It's embossed. Kind of shiny out. You can kind of see it. It's another tuck spot here. Some more paper that I've drawn my own journaling lines on. I did have a doily in the background that I laid over. You can see part of that. Believe. This is part of that set. It is a free download on Pinterest. Well, it directs you to Blogspot where you can download it for free. Everything happens for a reason. I really like that stamp. Totally believe that's true. Another place to add a picture, and I just embossed the edges all the way around in pink. Another tuck spot here. Just a flower that I punched out. Some more paper. This ribbon came from Butterbee Scraps. Love the dragon or butterflies. Everything on it. Some more trim. Some more of that pink doily that came through. And then this is the other side of that parchment paper that I stamped with butterflies. I just went around the edge. I took the one of these pieces that I edge trimmed and just inked up around it. And it left a really nice pretty border. I kind of kicked myself in the butt on this one because I didn't mean to glue it all the way down, but I did. So it's just a little journaling card and a spot to journal. It was supposed to be a little pocket. And this is a Pinterest download. Tore the edges around it and inked them up. And then I sealed it with some varnish. And it's just a little pocket. And this one says Dream. I have another tag I need to punch out that's quite a bit smaller than this, but the other tag will fit right inside of there. And then the last page here just folds out, and I've tea-dyed and then sprayed it with some pretty Lindy's. And did the corners, and then this is the inside pocket, and that's all. Comes together, folds right back up, it just wraps around, and there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed my video. This was a ton of fun to make. It is quite chunky. I need to work on making my spines a little bit thicker, but we're getting there. I'm quite pleased with this one. So thank you for watching and have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.